What up, YouTube? Dirt nappers, hunters, fishermen. Check this out. Deer season is swiftly approaching for us. Tennessee has released velvet dates. It is 23rd through 25th. But if you just Google it, you're going to get the wrong dates. If you just Google it and read the headline up there, you're going to get the wrong dates. Tennessee has released their 2024 dates just recently. It's had to have been uploaded in the last week or so because I keep a check on it. Kentucky has released their opening dates. Archery, September 7th is the opening date in Kentucky. Alabama has not uploaded their 2024 dates. That's the main three that I hunt. I do hunt Missouri in the rut. I'll be in Missouri first week of November or so, last week of October, somewhere in that neighborhood. But we got opening dates coming up. For Tennessee specifically, we get a velvet hunt. So we're literally, 6 weeks away or so from velvet hunt now. For us, it's time to kind of have your shit together. Get it together because it's swiftly approaching. You need to have shots on your bow. I'm doing that daily if possible. Most likely, I would call it daily at this point. Even if it's just a dozen arrows, it takes 10 minutes to shoot them. I'll get out there and shoot a dozen. But target practice is coming up daily for me right now. Feeding has been happening as far as getting inventory on the deer. Cameras have been out for a few weeks now. We're starting to put our hit list together in different areas. I'll be hunting in Tennessee for velvet, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. I'm not gonna show a picture of the target buck in velvet yet, but when he comes around mid-August, I'll definitely post a picture of him. He'll be a good Tennessee buck. I mean, he's most likely not gonna be any giant or anything, but he'll be a good Tennessee buck. I will be hunting Kentucky for the opening of archery in September 7th, which you can still get a decent velvet buck at that point. So you got Kentucky September 7th, Alabama not posted, Tennessee. I want to say their opening date of archery is September 15th, but I'll double check that. I'll double check that. And if it's different than September 15th, I'll put a pic up on the screen here. But it's time. It's time. I know a lot of people have already done it. I mean, if you watch the big hunters on YouTube, corn's been in the ground, fields are getting sprayed, food plots have been in for some wait until August to plant fall food plots. I'm one of those people. I'm waiting until August and to plant the fall food plots here. But you got to have your cameras, got to have your feeders out if you're taking inventory with feeders, got to have your food plots ready to go. And for me personally, I like to figure out my ingress and egress at this point. So I will be late July, and man, it's hot in late July. But in late July, we start figuring out exactly how we want to get in and out of properties, given our tree stand locations, given the deer movement that we've already recognized, which I get it. It's going to change by fall, but I'm getting ready for velvet. I'm getting ready for these velvet hunts. I'm getting ready for early season hunts at the end of August and the hot part of September. Why? Because I love it. I love it. I love archery season more than anything. And even during the gun season, I will still shoot a bow. I'll usually let muzzleloader go by because once the muzzleloaders start firing off, the deer are just that much more skittish. So I usually will let that go by. But my season is from August 25th literally until about the first week of November, after the rut when most states start letting guns come on. hit list is important to me. Having my bow tuned is important to me, and having my ropes checked because I use climbers and saddles. So having my ropes checked is important to me. I have backups on everything. I have multiple sticks, so I do use tethered saddles and sticks, but I can leave them set up on private. I won't leave them set up on public, but I can leave them set up on private. And that way I can get in and out a little bit quicker, be a little bit more quiet. I'll wear my saddle in. If I've already got my sticks up, I'm wearing my saddle in, getting to my tree, climbing, and I'm set up ready to go in like 5 minutes. On public, I'll set up when I get there. And I do have several spots in public that I'll be hunting. It's just for me, you got to pick and choose your rut location, and I'm choosing rut this year in Missouri, hoping that Tennessee will hit a little bit early, and then I'm also going to be hunting the second rut in Alabama. I most likely will miss the first rut in Alabama, but I'll be hunting second rut in Alabama. So my late season hunting I typically do in Alabama, because I want to say that they cut 5 days off of the Alabama season this year, which I think is a good thing, I believe. And they were one of the latest seasons. I think last year they were open till February 15th or so. This year they'll still be open till mid-February, but they cut 5 days off. Whether that was at the beginning of gun season, and it might have been instead of opening gun season in mid-November, they went to late November, something along those lines. But I'm ready. I've got. I'm that guy that starts getting his gear together now. I start getting my bags together now. I start, trying to figure out where I want to be and what I want to be on. I'm ready to go. I can't wait for these deer to grow. I can't wait to pick out as many as I can for a hit list. I think that's the fun in it. I probably should name some of them, but try not to. It seems like every year there's a hi-hat. It seems like every year there's a widespread panic. It seems like every year, there's a booger, a mutant that just most likely needs to go, and that's the one you put the kids on. you put the kids on the coal bucks, so to speak. But fired up about it is an understatement. The bow fishing season is almost gone. I've got another big tournament August the 3rd in Indiana, shooting the Cajun 8. It'll be most likely a big head 1 tournament. You can have 5 big heads out of 8 fish. It's your big 8. Then we got another local tournament August 16th that I'll try to be a part of. It'll be the last one, and that'll be a wrap on the tournament season for bow fishing. Didn't get the finishes that we wanted this year. Definitely got the experience, and won a local tournament. Finished a few of those pretty good. But as far as the 4 majors, the highlight of the year though, hey, we won a $48,000 boat. So Team Dirt Naps upgraded their boat very much. We won a 2072 Grizzly Tracker with the bow fishing deck, and it's equipped with the Swamp Eye lights, which I also added the Swamp Eye Silent Series. For anybody that knows what that is, it's the battery powered lights, so you can be quiet out there on the water. Less generator noise, less motor noise you have, the bigger the fish, and that's for sure. But anyway, the bow fishing tournament season is fastly nearing its end. The last tournament that I'll fish this year, I'm only going to fish 2 more most likely, but the last one I fish this year will be the week before the velvet hunt. So it's all just going to fall in place, man. It's just all going to fall in line just perfect. And then I'll take the deck off the boat, and it'll be a hunting boat, because one thing that I will do is use that boat for deer hunting. I typically use it for more getting to the core property that is not easily accessible by road, if at all, accessible by road. We've got a few places that you can't get to anywhere unless you've got a boat. So I'll definitely be utilizing it for that. There's a few islands on some lakes that are huntable that you can only get to by boat, and don't sleep on those islands. They will hold deer. At least that's what my buddies tell me. So I'll be checking that out this year as well. Hopefully we'll get some of these hunts filmed. I'll be probably self-filming some of them, but I think I'll have a videographer on a few too, or a cameraman, so to speak. Just fired up about it. Fired up about the season. Check your local dates. It's time. It's time to start getting ready. Most places are about 8 weeks away from a hunting season. Some of them are, 9 or 10 weeks away from a hunting season, but some of us are only about 5 weeks away from our hunting season, and I couldn't be more fired up about it. So leave a comment on where you're at when your season starts if you want. I'm always interested to know if there's any more. I know there's a few more states that have early date hunt archery seasons that you can get a velvet. But anyway, leave your state where you're hunting. When does the season open? Have they posted it yet? If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. I believe those things do help. And I'll be seeing you soon. Yuns. I get that from my East Tennessee days. I lived in Gatlinburg for about 14 years, and nobody says you all or y'all up there. It's yuns. So anyway, I'll be seeing yuns soon, and get ready because the season's coming. Winter is coming. It's still got a long way to go, but it's coming. Peace.